Welcome to The Explainer. So, Elon Musk just made an announcement that on the surface sounded like a pretty simple tech update. But what if I told you it might actually signal a massive, massive power shift in the entire auto industry?
Musk mentioned something called a rare earth free motor. Now, the real story here isn't just about saving a few bucks. Nope, it's about control, and it's a move that could leave the rest of the industry completely scrambling. Let's dive in.
So to really get why this is such a huge deal, we first have to talk about a hidden weakness, a secret, really, that's sitting at the core of almost every electric vehicle on the road today.
You can think of these metals as kind of the magic ingredient that gives electric cars their incredible performance and speed. But, and this is a big but, they come with a huge catch, a hidden and pretty dangerous dependency for the whole industry.
You see, this dependency creates a super fragile foundation for the entire industry. Seriously, think of it like a Jenga tower. One political move, one export ban, and the whole EV world could just grind to a halt. That's why breaking free from this isn't just a small improvement, it's a massive strategic advantage.
Okay, so why should we pay so much attention when Tesla makes a move like this? Well, to get that, you really have to remember where they came from. In the early 2000s, let's be honest, the words electric car pretty much meant slow, ugly, and kind of useless. People laughed at the idea of a high-performance EV. Elon Musk, he was seen as just some wealthy dreamer burning through cash on an impossible project. But then, they went from being on the brink of bankruptcy in 2008 to releasing one game-changing vehicle after another. The Roadster proved EVs could be ridiculously exciting. The Model S proved they could be premium. And the Model 3? That proved they could be for everyone.
And this chart just says it all, doesn't it? Look at that growth. From just 50,000 cars in 2015 to nearly 2 million in 2023. That is exactly why when they start talking about reinventing the motor, the world sits up and listens.
So, that brings us right to the core of this whole thing. What is the hidden technology inside this new motor?
The fundamental shift, really, is moving away from a motor that has a constant, always-on magnetic field, which comes from those rare earth magnets, to a much smarter system. One that creates and controls that field electronically only when it's needed.
But just taking out the magnets isn't the whole story. You see, those permanent magnets are what make the current motor so darn efficient. If you just yank them out, you risk losing a ton of performance and, more importantly, range.
And this is where it gets really interesting. The actual breakthrough, the secret sauce, is using advanced algorithms to manage the motor's power in real time. It's about making the system so intelligent that it can match the efficiency of a permanent magnet motor without any of the rare earths. It's a battle of hardware versus pure intelligence.
So let's say Tesla pulls this off. What does that mean for everybody else? Well, the ripple effects could be absolutely massive. Think about companies like Toyota and BYD. They have built their entire EV strategy around permanent magnet technology. Their supply chains, their factories, their designs, it's all based on the old way. Now they're facing a really tough choice. Do you stick with a technology that might become obsolete, or do you attempt a super costly and complex pivot to try and catch up?
And that's the new reality. For years, the EV race has been all about one thing: battery range and charging speed. This move could add a completely new, high-stakes dimension to the competition. It could force everyone to rethink their entire strategy.
Now let's zoom out for a second. Why does any of this matter to you or to the world? Because this one technological shift could unlock the biggest prize in the entire auto industry.
That's the dream, right? A truly affordable, mass-market electric vehicle. By removing one of the most costly and volatile components, those rare earths, this new motor design could be one of the biggest steps yet toward making EVs as cheap to buy as regular gas-powered cars.
And you know, this isn't just about making cars cheaper here. It's about democratizing the technology itself. This could let local manufacturing pop up in new places, speed up the switch to electric fleets like taxis and delivery vans, and open up EV adoption in developing nations way faster than we ever thought possible.
So while the entire world has been laser-focused on the battery, this move suggests a whole new frontier is opening up. The quiet revolution that's happening inside the motor might just be the thing that determines the future of transportation for every single one of us.